Here's an update on the rock crushing of my ore collection. This is the stuff that doesn't fit through the intake. So 2/3 of my collection I have to hit with a hammer. Sucks. But I guess what I'll do, since I don't have a jaw crusher to take care of these things, is I'll roast them. I'll make a fire over there and I'll roast them. Then I can just like throw them into a container and they'll shatter. But right now I'm stuck with this. Got a face guard right there, and then some empty buckets from the other rocks that I've crushed that could fit through here. I think it's 3 inches, on the sides, so a little wider in the middle. It's a pretty impressive machine. It came without a few parts that I've only noticed as it started to fall apart as it was running. It came without set screws for this inside ring here and the outside ring over here. There should be a set screw provided, but there wasn't. But anyway, luckily enough, it was running pretty good without them. They're just attaching to the bearings, so it was spinning within the spinning of the bearing, so that was all right. But it was starting to slide out. The whole bar was starting to slide out, so I was keeping an eye on that. And another thing about this rock crusher is it was tough as heck to get the belt on, and this belt was shredded from the first couple of uses that I was messing with it, so it was actually easier to pull on. I put a rope in between here and then pulled hard to get it on. That's one of the hardest things I came across. This thing's a little flimsy, it's missing a bolt, so just a couple of little things missing. There's these grease inputs here that I need to hit with some grease soon. I got good oil in it. It's just a Predator 212, but it goes well, it works well. And then these springs come loose down here in the throttle control. So there's just to warn you about the setup, some of the things that I'm running into. And also, probably with all Predators, these fuel lines go bad and they crack. So I replaced these and it's running pretty good. Air filter right there. So this is what you end up with is, this is the -1/8 stuff. You see? I got a bucket and a half of it so far. I need to rescreen it or maybe just run it as is, save it for later. And then here's the stuff that stayed above the 1/8. So I'm able to pour this right through now. It doesn't have any problems digesting it. Here's the, it's really nasty dust. Really nasty dust. You don't want that in your lungs. And what else? So here's the size that will go through what's left of them. Right here. These are really choke it up, but it'll go through, but it'll choke it up. So it's kind of not great to put those ones that just barely fit through. It's best to just probably break them in half because it really chokes on them when you put a perfectly sized one through. So yeah, I mean, this is all really cool quartz from claims where I get gold occasionally in small amounts. Other people have gotten large amounts out of these areas, but you can see what I look for here. Mostly quartz, some others, but mostly quartz. Nasty looking quartzes. Here's some of the better pieces right here on top. Here's a piece right out of the motherlode. They really all are, except for some of them are from the mountain, the East Belt. But it's just my collection over the year or two. I've had several of these collections that I haven't followed through on and taken it all the way through and lost them in moves or whatever. So I'm pretty excited to see what I get out of this. I know it's just supposed to be fine gold, but the areas are known for big gold, so it's kind of like a lottery ticket. This has a signal in it, this one right here, metal detecting signal. And I got a couple other boulders that have signals in them, so wish me luck. Just a gram of gold is $150 right now, so let's see, we'll probably take these over and sluice them out. Either I'll sift it one more time through a 20 mesh But that's what the plan is, and see what we get gold from the sluicing on those. That's it. You can put the bigger pieces in here and then put this on the fire and then let them roast. So instead of buying a $2,500 rock crusher above this one, that's what we'll do there. And then to get a crushing mechanism below this one, I'll probably just get a big mortar and pestle instead of a ball grinder. So those are the two cheap outs. Instead of getting, multi-$1,000 equipment above and below, this standard one is to roast your quartz to make it easier to break by hand. You could use something big and steel like that right there to help you. And the second is to just use, I guess, a mortar and pestle instead of a ball mill. That's it.